So we grab our dumbbells and we're going to go through our shoulder work. If we want to get medial deltoids, then we got to go lateral raise. If we want to get the head or front portion of the delt, then we got to go here to front raise. Now we want to get the posterior side, the back part. So now we got to lean over. And that's just the deltoid. Then we might want to get traps and shrug. You can shrug in different positions. Okay, then you go the other way. Then you might want to do upright rows to again get medial deltoid, get a little bit of forearm. Then you might want to come this way to get more shoulder work. And the list goes on and on and on. Let me show you something. We can do the same amount of work with all those exercises in one little piece of equipment right here. When we come back, I'm going to show you how to do this. Okay guys, the weighted club. This club weighs about 10 pounds and it's asymmetrical. It's like a kettlebell where you have the handle that's light and then you have the big bell that weighs, is where all most of the girth is. Same thing here. It's just a little bit more cylindrical. So as opposed to having to do all abduction this way and adduction this way, flexion and extension, right? Think about 6 degrees of freedom in the shoulder from this perspective by doing it one movement. And that's what I call the halo cast, just casting. Just like this, think about it. You've got adduction of the shoulder, a little internal rotation. Now you're moving this way, so now you've got flexion, external rotation a little bit, and back to this position. Okay, so it's kind of like a 5-for-1, really. And the way to do it is you basically start in a cast position with your elbow at 90 degrees to the forearm. You're going to actually throw the head of the club to the back as if you're going to scratch your back. And then as you do that, you basically just wind it. So you throw it towards the back, let it come around, and right when it gets to this position, you're bringing it. It's almost like you're throwing, but you just bring it into cast. Okay? I'll show you from this position here. So you're here, and you're here. Right here. It's a great exercise for obviously throwers. It's a great exercise for people that don't throw but want healthy shoulders. It's just a tool that you can use to, again, get the forces in the right places. And again, Force Warrior is all about movement longevity. You know, use this to keep your shoulders lubed up. So it's a diaphragmatic joint. You keep it lubed up through synovial fluid. You keep it strong through swinging strength. It's functional, and it kind of takes the monotony out of those single plane movements. I hope this helps. We'll see you guys in the next installment. Okay, so some of the dangers of this, obviously, dumbbells in a single plane is safe. It's a lot safer than this. This is, you're swinging biplanar, right? This is even triplanar or three-dimensional. Some of the things you don't want to do is you don't want to come back here and hit the back of your shoulder blade or your head, which I've seen people do. You know, if coordination is not your greatest suit, you just have to work slowly on it. Maybe just work with a baseball bat that's not quite as heavy. You got to get this. It's a momentum-based movement. Okay, it's not like this where you're controlling it. Okay, this is swinging strength or circular strength. So you have to get used to making circles and complete circles. You know, it's like this. So the movement is, there's going to be a loss of control as you use the momentum and the asymmetrical portion of the weight to get around that arc, and then you stabilize. So it's kind of like you're stabilizing and using that asymmetrical strength, and then you stabilize. Here you let go, you lose control, and then you stabilize. Same thing with this. You have to be able to bring it around the body and right over the shoulder, and a lot of it's timing, guys. So my advice would be use a lighter implement when you're first learning.